Hello and welcome to Yadnya Investment Academy. Today we are going to discuss how to file income tax return using form ITR1. In this video we are going to give you a step-by-step guide to file income tax return through ITR1 form for financial year 2017-18 or assessment year 2018-19. ITR1, also called as Sahaj form. This form is for individuals earning income from salary, one house and one other income such as income from interest, and should have total income less than rupees 50 lakhs. Individuals having income more than 50 lakhs cannot use this form. Also, individuals who have earned income through the following means are not eligible to file through form ITR1. So to e-file your income tax return online, first you have to go to website incometaxindiaefiling.gov.in. First step is to log in. You must have a username which is your PAN number and a password for e-filing. If this is the first time you are filing your return, you need to register first and hence click here and register yourself with your PAN card information. Once you have registered, click on login here and you will see this screen. PAN number is your username, enter password and captcha code and you can log in. After login you will see this screen. Now as step 2, first thing which you need to do is to check out TDS amount deducted by your employer and other forms. For that you need to access your form 26AS. Go to my account here and click on view form 26AS. You will see this screen. Just click confirm, which will take you to Tracy's website. Now click here to view your form 26AS and you will be able to see your form 26A which looks like this. Here you will find the TDS deducted by your employer. It should match with your form 16. If not, you need to contact your company immediately. You will also see details of TDS deducted by banks from FD, etc. Now just note your total TDS figure and go to your login homepage again. As step 3, click on eFile here and click income tax return. Select form name as ITR1 and assessment year as 2018-19. Note that for filing return of financial year 2017-18, you need to select assessment year as 2018-19. This is where many get confused. Select ITR1, select prepare and submit online option. There is also an option to upload XML file. In this option you can create ITR through Excel or Java utility software of IT department and then upload the XML file here. In this video we will take example of prepare and submit online option only. Now if you have an Aadhaar card, you can verify your ITR through Aadhaar OTP, or you can also do it by sending it by speed post. And so choose the option accordingly and then press submit. It will take you to this page. First click on general information tab. With the quick e-file option we are doing now, most of the personal information and tax details would have got filled automatically based on the info you have provided during registration or previous returns. Note that you can fill only white cells and not gray cells. Keep saving the work often. On this page, most of the things are straightforward. All red star marked are to be compulsorily filled. So if you are a private sector employee, select others here. If you are filing the returns before 31st July 2018, then select 11 and select 12 if filing after that. Other options are for responding to any notice. If you are from Goa, Dadra and Nagar Haveli or Daman and Diu and covered under this Portuguese civil law, then select yes, otherwise no. Save draft, and as step 4, move to the tax details tab. Your TDS information as in form 16 provided by the employer and TDS information if any tax deducted by the bank where you hold FDs should be here already. All this information should match Form 26AS, which we checked before. If not, sometimes info update takes time, so please add the details manually. If any information is not in Form 26AS, it is time to contact the bank or your employer and check why they have not deposited the tax. Now moving to most important step 5, go to Income Details tab. Income Tax Department has simplified this page a little more this year. In point B11, simply enter your basic salary. You should get the details in your tax computation sheet provided by the employer. In B12, enter the total of all taxable allowances such as special allowance, DNS allowance, overtime allowance, etc. you get from your employer. In B13, enter the taxable value of prerequisites, if any, as mentioned in the salary breakup or Form 12BA. Form 12BA is a form which comes with Form 16 and contains all the details regarding the prerequisites such as free accommodation, free meals, free education, etc. given by the employer to you. In the B14, enter the amount received, if any, during the year. It must have been listed in a salary breakup and Form 16, that is in 1C. And in B15, enter the amount deducted by employer as profession tax and entertainment allowance. So after entering the above amounts, form will automatically calculate the income chargeable under the head Income from Salary under point B16. This amount should match with the income from salary given in Form 16, that is in point 6 of Form 16. If you don't receive any Form 16, then income from salary should be calculated on your own. Next, enter the details of income from house property. Please note that if you own more than one house property, whether self-occupied or let out or deemed let out, then you should fill ITR2 instead of ITR1 form. So now first select a type of property, whether the property is self-occupied or let out. So if it is self-occupied, then you only have to fill B25. If let out, then in B21 enter the amount of rent received during the year. In B22, amount of municipal taxes you have paid. In B23 and B24, form will calculate the annual value and 30% of annual value automatically. Income Tax Department allows a flat deduction of 30% on income from house property. No other expenses can be claimed as deduction. Now in B25, you need to enter the interest on borrowed capital, which means the interest on housing loan you have taken, if you have taken. Please enter the amount from the final housing loan interest certificate you get from the bank. You can claim deduction of interest on housing loan of up to rupees 2 lakhs only. So if interest amount exceeds 2 lakhs, then it can be carried forward to next year. In such case, ITR1 will not be applicable. After entering all these values, in B26, income chargeable under head house property will calculate automatically. To know more about how to calculate income from house property, please check our video on income from house property. Enter the income from other sources now. This should include accrued income under savings bank account, FDs and RDs across all banks. Accrued means not necessarily credited in case of FDs and RDs. Remember, you don't need to include your capital gain income here. If you have that income, you have chosen the wrong form. You need to choose form ITR2 then. Now next is start filling section 80 under B4. You can claim exemption of up to rupees 1.5 lakhs under section 80C, up to 50,000 under section 80CCD 1B, 30,000 under section 80D, and all others like that. These are discussed in detail in our tax saving videos. If you have given the details of these exemptions to your employer, these exemptions will be reflected on your Form 16 as well. So you can directly copy from here. Now as step 6, if you have made any donations that are qualified for income tax exemptions, go to last tab 80G and enter the details. You can do this only if you have received a certificate with the details of the organization you have donated, which is called donee. Please make sure to check with the organization if you are entitled for 50% or 100% deduction on your donation. As step 7, come back to income details tab. All gray fields should be already filled by the system. Rebate under section 87A is for individuals who have income after deductions less than rupees 3.5 lakh rupees. You can get maximum up to rupees 2500 deduction under this section for 2017-18 financial year. Rules are same for 2018-19 financial year as well. System will automatically calculate this for you. Fields you can change are these white field. System will calculate this as well. Relief under section 89(1). According to section 89, if you get salary in arrears or in advance in a financial year due to which your total income for the year has increased, which in turn increased your taxable income, you can claim for relief under section 89. You will have to fill form 10E with details and then submit it to your current employer to claim the relief. No copy of form 10E is required to be attached with your tax return. Now regarding section 234A, 234B and 234C, you should note that discipline in income tax filing is very important, failing which you will be liable to pay additional penalties on the amount due. Typically, penalty of 1% per month till the date of processing under 234A is charged if return is filed beyond due date. Penalty under 234B is charged for shortfall in payment of advance tax, and penalty under 234C is charged for deferment of advance tax. So if you file your income tax return on time and pay your advance tax on time, you will not be liable for any penalties under these sections. Always remember, advance tax penalty are not valid for salaried employees, as their employer deduct their TDS every month and deposit it on their behalf. There is also a new section added called section 234F from this financial year. This is a newly introduced penalty on late filing of return. So if you file your return after July 31st but before December 31st, then you will have to pay fees of rupees 5,000. And if you pay even after December 31st, 2018, then you will have to pay fees of rupees 10,000. So big penalties on late filing are introduced. So please file your income tax return on time. So now this value will show your total tax liability for the selected financial year. Now as step 8, go to taxes paid and verification tab, and if D13 has some value, you need to pay self-assessment tax or SAT, which is equivalent to value in D13. Do this by clicking on ePay tax on the homepage of income tax filing website. To understand the whole process of paying SAT, you should watch our video on how to pay income tax online video on this. After paying SAT, go to tax details and check if schedule IT is automatically filled. If not, put the information manually from the tax challan generated after payment of taxes. Now again go to taxes paid and verification tab, and now D13 should be 0. Please remember, if D14 is positive, it means you have paid higher TDS or advance tax than required and you will get some tax refund from the government. Refund money will come in this bank account. Make sure all your bank details are also mentioned here. It is compulsory to give all bank details to Income Tax Department. Report any small exempted agriculture income or any income due to long-term capital gain tax in equity mutual funds or shares under section 1038. Though these incomes are exempt from taxes for financial year 2017-18, but you need to still mention it here. Also under section 1034, you need to mention any dividend income you have got from shares or mutual funds here. Again, these all are exempt income, but Income Tax Department need to know. Check once again all the tabs and press submit. Please remember, you do not need to upload any documentary proof of the information you have given here. Tax department gets these information from other sources and trust you on this as well. If any information is found to be wrong, then in all likelihood you will get a tax notice. So make sure all the information you are giving is correct before submitting. That is all we have on this topic. If you have any question on steps to file income tax return, please do write in the comment section below. Before we close, please note about our new financial planning portal where you can create your financial plan for free. For details, check the description of this video. Have a great time ahead. Jai Hind.